Hello everybody! Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Sunday! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't mind me, I'm just finishing up my breakfast. I have another, half piece of peanut butter toast. Very important. And there's coffee there, water there, we're gonna need some sound. And we're having a melee day. Hello everybody, would Inksy be in trouble if gnomes could be paladins? I don't know. I'm having a summer fling of an alt. I don't think we're breaking up with Breast anytime soon. Where's look how cute she is with her garlic and stuff. Well, I suppose a paladin could wear that outfit too. Hi Hazel. Hello, how you doing? I did some keys last night on Boppin, so she got her hero piece from the cache, so I feel like she's pretty much good for the week. And we got caught up on Undermine World Quest yesterday, so I feel like I can just, to the extent that we can do it and eat toast. Oh, she got like hero track boots with avoidance on them, which is pretty good. I'm not mad at it. It was an upgrade. One moment, don't mind me. It is very difficult to quickly chew peanut butter toast. That's true, you have to make sure you eat long enough for your well-fed buff. Having brunch, really slept in today. Nice. Hi, buddy. Hi, Moon Bear. Hang on, you guys can't see me now. Are you gonna lay down? Or are you just gonna get your toy? Oh, I see. Is that hiding back there? Oh, buddy. Good morning. Is this for me? Is that for me? You're so cute. You're so cute. You're tired. Can't count the number of times I've quasi-suffocated myself with peanut butter. One of my favorite videos of Moose as a little baby is the first time I let him try some peanut butter. I put it on one of his toys and gave it to him to try. And he like eats it a little bit and he goes, and then he's like, what's sticking my mouth together? And he starts barking at it like it's attacking him. It was very cute. Oh, sorry, buddy. Here you go. This is going to be a very low octane fetch. You had a good walk. You had a good play with one of your friends this morning. You're good. Woosy. My Moo Bear. Here, you can't dig through the blanket. The blanket's for me. Hi. I would say this is cutting in my delve time, but I think this is pretty much the most important thing I can do. Although, it's a real shame that you can't see him. Alrighty. I am a paladin. I am level 74 and 3/4. I have a respectable grip strength, but nothing on this guy. I want to level probably mainly in delves. I have actually a delver's call to turn in. Maybe I should start with that. Maybe I should head out there. It looks like my Hearthstone has taken me here. So, here we go. Hey, baby boy. He gives the best hugs when I first get up out of bed. Although, he did a thing this morning where I was saying hi to him first thing in the morning like I always do, and I was giving him a big hug, and he was like sniffing my face. And then I'm like yawning, and he's like really intently sniffing my mouth, and then he went, ugh, and I was like, oh jeez, I should brush my teeth. I must have morning breath. Oh no. If the dog doesn't like it, you know it's no good. We're gonna do Dornagal, and then I'll probably just flight path myself to wherever it is that I turn in the Mycomancer Cavern one. Should I fix your bed, bud? Something like that. Okay. Let's see. do some delves today. I wonder if I should try ret. I want to, so I suppose I ought to. It's just been so comfortable doing them as prot, and I guess I don't have a ret weapon. That's something to bear in mind. I would need to get myself some kind of an effective two-handed sword or two-handed weapon, I guess, to begin to, retribute anybody. I just want to know what they're up to, you know? Something about building and spending holy power. I'll see you later. Had been so cute. Thanks. I had a weird dream about wearing something similar to this, so I woke up and I was like, yeah, all right. it's prophecy. Let's do it. So that's going to turn in right around there, and that means I can have some coffee. Rhett's so comfy. Honestly, think it's the easiest rotation in the game right now. Yeah, I wanna try it. I think you could buy one. Oh, like a two-handed weapon? Probably. Probably. And he does have some gold. I really could spend a little bit of gold on it, and he would still come out well ahead. More weird dreams in 1 week. That was just a tiny bit of like a normal one. There was a long one where I was like, and this is probably just a regular anxiety dream, late for a realty appointment. Like my realtor was like an hour and a half away, and she was waiting for us because she was like there, and I was like, ah, geez, we're not gonna make it. And that was very upsetting. But then there was another one where I got this big package mailed to me, and I get this package. It's large, right? And it actually has someone else's name on it. And it's the name of a woman who's a magazine editor. And it's from a man who has the same name, which was Maria. But he's also a magazine editor of a different magazine. And I don't know what the relationship is, but he's mailed her this enormous package. And I'm opening it up, and it's got like large photo frames of like family photos, comic book art, kind of like amateur self-done portraits and stuff. And then also an incredible bug collection, like an insect collection. There's like, you know, like the cases of like butterflies that are pinned. And then there was like a special sitting bee, which was like a bumblebee that was like this big that just sits. He doesn't fly. He just sits. And then you kind of like have to feed him his own pollen because he's hungry. And then there was a lot of live mosquitoes in there as well. And I opened the lid of the box and all the mosquitoes come out. And I'm like, uh-oh. Oops. So I'm like looking for a layer to put on so that they don't bite up my arms while I'm like looking through all of these things that are not for me, but for some reason I was like, well, they came to me, so they may as well be mine. I don't know why in the dream version there was no intent of passing on this package to Maria from the magazine, or why she was being mailed live mosquitoes. But yeah, lots of strange bugs. Some of them were kind of alive and were like leaving. It was all a bit peculiar. I sleep really well generally. I don't know. It's pretty straight. It's pretty normal for me to have just wacky dreams. Okay, that one's done. Oh, he's almost level 75. Sometimes I get distracted and I do world quest too. You know what? One way for me to find out if I've like done a delve would really just be to go in and see if the quest is there or not. It's not like I have to do the whole delve to find out if I still need that one. If I'm in the area, I can just kind of pop in, you know, and have a little look-see. I know for a fact I didn't do the water one, so sinkhole should be open. I don't know if I did Skittering Breach in him. I might have done. I'll just pop into it and take a look. You'd think that after all of these weeks I would be a little better at getting in. I am a little better at getting in. We found the entrance. Before Season 2 came by to tell you my friends and I were committing to the bit and playing goblins. I respected your choice to not do that, and yet now you're playing a new paladin. You know what? You know what the trouble is that you missed the goblin era. After my main, and before this paladin, I leveled and geared a goblin hunter named Boppin, and she wears the, hey, Moosey, leave Cho alone. Moose, hey, get it out. I'll take that. Moosey, come over here, bud. Can you lay down? Can you lay down? Good boy. Good boy. He's not like decimated, but he's soggy. Also, I don't know if one of his teeth is gone or if he's always had just the one. That over there for now. Buddy, those aren't yours and you know they're not yours. Hi, sweetie. I know. You can't have him back. He's not yours. Hey, Moosey, leave it. Don't make me use my grumpy voice. I don't like doing it. Don't like doing it. Can you... I don't have anything better for you right now. Where'd your other toy go? Can you go over here? Good boy. Where'd your other toys go? You have about 40,000 toys that are for Moose. Let me see. What do we got? This is Henrietta. She's a chicken. She's in a bathing suit. She's swimming, don't worry about it. She is one of the preferred ones. I may regret pulling her out. She's very loud. There we go. How do you have extra beans this morning, buddy? Where did all this energy come from? You played so hard. Install the Delve Companion to keep track of what's done and not. Oh. Yeah, alright. I'm game. You didn't tell me to do it, but it worked. I'm trying it. He's getting up. Missing plushy tooth reminds me of a horseshoe curved barbell in my septum piercing. And at some point yesterday I lost one of the beads. Oh. Why you choose Blood Elf? Why not? I made this character a long time ago. I don't really remember the logic. I like it well enough. I think male Belf is probably my favorite Paladin race. He wears the armor really well. Did I get it? I was gonna get it. It was called Delve Companion. It might have been for Belf Heritage. I don't recall specifically. And then we're gonna install that, and then I'm gonna reload. Do you want the chicken? How's Kira getting along with Missy? Shockingly well. They'll both greet me at the door if I come home and I was out without them. And Kitty will be up there, you know, getting her pets. And then Moose is like, oh, Kitty's here too. And he'll just start licking her all over. And then she's like, ew, gross. But like, she doesn't run away. And she keeps her tail up and she's just like, fine, 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 fine. The price of getting pets in this house is you also have to get kissed by the dog. He loves her and I swear she's warming up to it. Okay. Old rituals. Hi. Hi. I also want to keep an eye on, You jumping? Can you catch? Ready? Okay. Not so much. Seems to be pretty unobtrusive. Adds a delve tab to the adventure journal. New to it though. Delves. Okay. Oh, I like this because this is telling me what I need for my achievement. This is what I've been fishing through my Glory of the Delver achievement for, is figuring out which stories I need specifically. So I'm at Skittering Breach right now. It looks like I need a story, but this is the old ritual story. It's not the one I need. However, it looks like I still need to do it, so that's good. Yeah, Moose wants to be co-host today. He's got really, you can't really see, but he's got really cute ears right now. They're kind of folding over a little bit. He's so bouncy. We see you on his stream. We got to do a really good one today because I have more apologies to make. I can't be here on Wednesday. I was going to set up another appointment to go look at houses on Monday or Tuesday, but as it turns out, the only day that's going to work is Wednesday. And we're going to be gone all day. So, I'm thinking... long weekend. We're going to probably be doing this for a little bit. Love having puppy time. I'm sorry if the toy's really loud. You can blame that on me and not Moose. I'm the one who picked up that toy. I just know he likes it. Hi. We're trying to save Mr. Cho over here. No, wow. Only Moose. We are... Yeah, let's see if we can do this delve in anything relating to a reasonable time frame. Because I wanted to get Anthus to 75 today. And if I'm going to do that, I'm going to need to kind of get a motor on here. The trick, I think, is for me to remember that I do not need to, like, completely clear the delve. We're not looking for Nemesis packs. I don't really need the treasures. Literally, all I need to do is the objective and then get out for these leveling ones. How did it go? Last time bad. Hopefully next time better. It seems to be a really hot market, so it's tough to it's kind of like showing up to the buffet and you thought you had gotten out of bed early and you were all pleased with yourself about how on the ball you were going to be, and then there's not much left. And every time they put out a new dish, there's like ravenous bats that descend from the hotel ceiling and they consume it all before you can get to it. We're just gonna take that one out. Yeah, they come, but they come and they go. They come and they go really fast. I just need to get over I had my thing where I didn't want to be rushed. I got to get over that. I'm just going to have to be. There's not really, it's just reality.
Charging.
I do think that, I guess, if the market's heating up like this, it's possibly a reason to believe that maybe it is a good time to buy, and that's why lots of people want to do it. You know, there's that could be a silver lining. Maybe because I don't know. I'm not going to talk about it too much because it's driving me nuts. But yeah, hopefully good things to come. Hopefully it all works out. I still hear you perfectly fine. I love that sound's making me smile. I think the rubber chicken dog toy is so funny. I'm very easily entertained. I brought it over with me to my sister's house, where my toddler nephew also lives, because he is the child of my sister. And Moosey had his chicken, and my nephew was like, "It's a chicken in a bathing suit." That's funny. He's right. It is pretty funny. Here we go. We have strict no politics discussion, and also, if you've been warned, I would take warnings on board. This is one of those places where we go to just pretend everything's fine. I'm not saying that's a productive thing to do, but that's what this is. Yeah, we have lots of data about how long things have been up and when they've been sold and what they've been sold for. It's not Zillow specifically, but we have good resources. I don't think I'm being pressured by agents. I think I'm being pressured by the fact that every time I like something, it gets it gets going. Kenny Rotten, thanks for giving out a gift sub. Appreciate it very much. And that is the good news, is I like a lot of things. I like a lot of properties because I'm pretty flexible, to be honest with you. As long as I have internet, I can work in many places, and I do have standards, but like my standards are like basic quality of life things, and not so much like, oh man, that's a weird doorway, or how come the living room is connected to the mudroom, or whatever. Like I'm not fussed about details like that. But yeah, they tend to get snapped up. 4 walls, roof, no mold. Yeah, that kind of thing. Aunt's puppy loves toys that make sound, and I keep giving them to him all the time. It was a very noisy visit. Yeah, I know they drive some people nuts, and I want to respect that people have like sensory issues. But for me in my house, if my dog is playing with a squeaky toy and he is making it very loud, that means that he is having a great time and occupied with something that is for him, and therefore not getting into trouble, which we appreciate. Shout out to Moose. What about 3 walls? You could live in a triangle. Yeah, 4 walls. Maybe not on the ocean. Shocking amount of float homes for sale. And then if you know, you don't want to be attached to the marina anymore, you just cut the line and float away. Geodesic dome home. You're not digging through the trash. Yeah, it's not assaulting poor Lord Walker Cho. A nice fast elf. Like this one.
Watch your step.
The big XP from Delves is from the end quest, so. Did I remember to pick up the end quest actually in this one, or did I just shuffle on right past it? I might have shuffled on past it. I might not have needed to do it in the first place, actually. I kind of got distracted when we were talking about it. We got old rituals done. Yeah, I don't know if I needed this, actually, now that we mention it. Hang on, Spiral Weave. Is this the Spiral Weave? No, this is Skittering Breach. Huh. Not sure I ever saw you play Melee. Yeah, it does not happen terribly often. Another cloak. It's always cloaks. Does not happen super often. I figure that's why it would be fun for a change. But yeah, streams might be kind of interrupted this spring and summer because I'm going to be taking days off here and there to look at houses. I'm sure moving is going to be a whole bonanza that I'll probably need to skip a few streams for. In past moves of my life, I've managed to do it with skipping like one stream tops, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get away with that. We'll see. And then I'm taking a week off in May because I'm getting married, and then I'm going on a honeymoon, and I'm not streaming on my honeymoon. I won't do it. I'm going to be gone for just a little bit. Live stream packing and moving. Oh, man. I got to declutter my stuff again. I got to be real careful about what I'm taking with me and what I'm getting rid of before I go. Congrats. Thank you very, very much. We're very excited. Every day I chip away a little bit more at things that I need to do. I finally finished inviting everybody. Because we needed to finalize our guest list like a while ago, and we've been kind of dodging that. So I finally got around to. I was like saying to myself, "Am I gonna do invites? You know, I only need to make like 5 of them. It's not exactly gonna like break my wrists or anything to do it." But then I came to a point where I realized I'm not doing it. I'm not making cards. It's 5 people. Just call them. Just text them. You know. My family is pretty casual. Nobody's really expecting a whole lot of like rigmarole, I suppose. I want to use my noggin fogger here. Is what I'm gonna do. Everlasting noggin fogger elixir. I am not having a bachelorette party. We're not doing a lot of stuff. There's not gonna be like a wedding party. There's no like bridesmaids or groomsmen. There's no maid of honor or best man. There's no bachelorette parties. It's more fancy than eloping, but like only just. Which is exactly what we wanted. Okay, so everlasting noggin fogger. Here we go. I can breathe. Or, well, I don't need to. I suppose that works too. Sinkhole. Is there anything I need in the sinkhole? I don't think so. Oh, it's broken up by zone, huh? That's nice. So there is a sinkhole story that I need. It's Orphan's Holiday. I don't know if that's this one. I think this might be Illusory Rescue. Yeah, I think it is. Low expectations for family is key. I'm just lucky in that my family is really, they're not too worried about it. Doing a similar thing. Type to have a blowout bachelorette party with strippers. Yeah, I'm not against strippers. I'm not fully like, I don't know. I don't really get it, I guess. I don't really get it. I'm more of like a puppies kind of person. If I was gonna do something, which I'm not planning to, you know, maybe like a, I don't know, play with adoptable puppies kind of thing. Although I'm not allowed to meet any adoptable puppies or kitties. It's just a good rule for me. I'm one of those people that can't. We talked about whether or not one day, if we had the space and we had like a little property, if we would foster dogs or cats, because I think Moose would be a really good foster brother. He's very welcoming and calm and like, well, maybe not always calm, but like he's really sweet and good with puppies, and he's good with like any dog. Like he'll meet and be patient with any dog. He doesn't take stuff personally, which is nice. But I don't think I'm somebody that can bring an animal into my home and then let them leave again. I don't know. Maybe you don't know until you try it. Wedding ceremony, blood family. 4 for best friends. So casual, wonderful, not worrying about anyone else. Sounds like an expensive plan. End up having about 10 dogs. Yeah. Save money on strippers. Spend money on vet bills. Used to foster. It is hard to let them go. When we picked up Moosey, he had been staying with a pair of foster parents as a baby puppy before we brought him home for good. And when we went to go meet him, he hid under their chair at the shelter. And it was so cute, but it was so sad. I was like, oh, buddy, it's gonna be okay. I promise. I'm gonna love you. You're gonna be okay, buddy. It must be very hard to let the puppies go. I think they brought home more puppies that same day. I think it's one of the great things about fosters is that you know, there's every time that a dog does go home, they have room to then give another dog a spot in their home instead of in the shelter, which is great. Don't think I can do fostering for that reason. Yeah. I don't think so either. I don't know. Maybe it's different when you know from the beginning that it's just temporary and that you're just kind of in between point. The hard thing though is I don't know how. Oopsies, I didn't check that one. I don't know how the dogs know that, right? Like, and obviously there's no real way around it. But like, I know I would maybe know to try not to get my heart too attached. But like, you know, how does the puppy not know that it's not staying? I guess I don't know how much they have a concept of that. Doesn't help. Babies. I can turn this off now. Moose has wandered away. He's left Henrietta. Bet Moose would make an awesome foster brother. Seems so social and engaged. Yeah. I think he would. Although he might give them some bad habits. They would go to their new homes and their new parents would be like, "Why do you eat so much grass? Why are you biting your leash?" He was playing with one of his friends this morning. We just met them on a walk, and both of them were on leash. And Moose was trying to chew his friend's leash to like bust him out of there. It's like, all right, listen, I'm gonna get this off you, and then we can both be free. Oh dear. I have unspent talent points. You must be leveling. Depending on how long you've been fostering, they get used to you and everything. Yeah, that would be tough. Okay. You know, what if you just foster until you fail the first time? And then, and then you're like, well, I got one dog and we're not going to do that anymore. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with 14 dogs. Should I spend my talent point? That. My problem with Paladin is that I haven't really taken the time to read everything. And I could do that, but I feel like it would be boring. Not for me, but for you. Hazel stares at her spellbook for 5 minutes. And so I don't fully know what things mean, you know? If you can have input, meet new prospective owners, feel good about where the dog is going, that helps. Sounds like my childhood border collie. We left him at a kennel for a couple days. He figured out how to open his gate and all the other dogs' gates. It's like when an octopus at an aquarium starts busting out all of the other captives. Don't think current talents are too much to read. I don't mind it when it's like a class I'm used to. Although, to be honest, even on my main, I feel like there's probably still passives where they're like, this makes your thing proc more often. And I'm like, what thing, huh? What proc? Listen, if it happens automatically and it's doing good things and there's nothing I can do to make it do it any better or worse, then that's not my problem. Yeah, they must have made those pipe puzzles easy on purpose. They're all exactly the same. I wonder if there was a different version of it and then they just pulled it back. I think I need to get Castlegar Mining and Urbing trained here. Oh no, it's trained. It's at level 5. I thought I had to spend some gold to do it. Well. This way.
Pulling in.
Passive talent is used at 100% efficiency at all times. Yeah, especially for ults and stuff. But it's tough to pick a new talent when they're like, we're going to modify this spell or this spell. And you're like, those are definitely names. Those sound like words. There we go. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play with Prot, and I'm going to play with Ret, and I'm going to pretend Holy doesn't exist. I think that's probably my move. Let's get some more stuff here. What's your favorite class? Priest. Probably Holy Priest, but I play Shadow Priest quite a bit too. How do you get Everlasting Knockin' Fogger? From Steamweedle Reputation. Steamweedle Revered, the Undermine one. You can buy it off the vendor for the rep vendor for resonance crystals. It's really good. It does cost 50 silver every time you use it, but that means that you can have basically unlimited uptime because it doesn't really have much of a cooldown. Largely the reason why I started using the rotation add-on. Helper add-on for alts. Yeah, it makes sense. I do get it. Does dis being a party priest count against priest? I mean, in my brain it just isn't. It's fine. I've just mentally edited it out. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just not for me. That's okay.
Run.
Keep the Wowhead rotation guide on the side to check on alts. Usually I'll check the rotation guide for the first time, like as I'm in a dungeon group waiting to get a summon. Or like waiting for like one more person to join the key. And I'll be like, okay, this is probably a good moment. Or my last moment for me to figure out what I'm doing on this class. If there was ever a last chance, it would be now. You uninstalled the disk. We've recovered that mental memory space. This priest didn't do anything. It's just not for me. That's all. Having 3 specs you like? I feel like I don't ever engage with all 3 specs in a class. I think it's just too many for me. I feel like with basically any alt I play, and maybe there's an exception to this, but basically any alt I'll play, I'll switch between 2 specs, but not the 3rd. I think I always write one off. Or in the case of Druid, 2. I think maybe it's just like a, just like a memory thing. Play a DH, you'll know the class 100%. Oh, I got a suspicious energy drink. That's actually not a bad one, relatively speaking. Now that I think about it, the one exception being Druid. And Druids do have 4 specs, so they don't really count. Okay, we did the sinkhole. Wow. Let's get out of there. We can turn that one into... For Hallowfall, we did... Did we do Nightfall Sanctum? I don't know. I guess I can take a look. It's hard for me to remember which ones I've done and which ones I haven't because I've also been doing delves on alts. Like, and my main to kind of help get my brand leveled. Played Prop Pal yesterday after you left. Not as good as Rep Pal for clearing mobs, but more survivable. Ooh. That one. Yeah, you get a nice quarter level per delve quest. Kind of nice. Nightfall Sanctum is like around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's the one. If I was to look in the auction house and I wanted to look for a two-handed weapon, current expansion, usable, price. Yeah, no thank you. Also, there's a... What do you... It says I checked usable only and it's showing me level 78 stuff. That's busted. That XP is crazy. Yeah, it's a pretty valid way of leveling alts. Especially once you get some of the warband buff, the warband XP buff going. Alright, let's see if we need this one. And if we don't need it, so Nightfall Sanctum, I need either the signal noise or the aiming to get even story. This is Dark Ritual, so I don't need it for the story. But if I need it for the quest, I'll do it. I don't see the quest. I think I maybe did it already. I think I did it already. We are tracking warband completed quests. That's good. That add-on is called Delve Companion. I just installed it today. That gives this this tab in the adventure journal. Shows you which delves you need for for achievements and whatnot. There, it may. I wonder if it looks different once you're max level as well, because there's only so many things you can do. Okay, we're gonna leave that one. Played Survival Hunter build since the beginning of Season 1 and took a look at my spells and just found Fury of the Eagle. Oh, man. I did 4 keys on my Hunter last night, and I was trying my very best to do as much damage as I could, and I really wanted to try to, like, keep up with and compete with another Hunter alt in my guild. And then I realized at the very end of it... Hang on a second. I realized... I was in like a questing spec. I wasn't even in the I wasn't even in my my dungeon spec. I don't know what the difference is. I saw a blood pool. Hey, you weren't even fishing before. That's okay. I got a slum shark. I started first. Aha, pool's gone. Okay. Well, that wasn't very classy of me, but you know what? I did start it first. I'm selling my slum shark. Oh, they're falling. 990. Still. I'll take it. Not a bad fish. Not a bad fish whatsoever. Alright. No Nightfall Sanctum. We did Sinkhole. We did Mycomancer Cavern. I'm pretty sure we did Skittering Breach. I feel like I was there. Like I was just there. So we're gonna leave this zone. Let's go up to the Ringing Deeps. There will be more delves we can do over there. Also, I guess we can turn in this clutch of eggs. It's worth a little bit of XP. His pool now. Tab that shows your Delver's Journey also shows which bountifuls are up. Oh. I wonder if it'll show once I'm level 80, because you don't get bountifuls until then. When you're leveling, all delves are just all delves. To me, current survival should be Beastmaster. Demolition Dome was a pain, but I managed. I haven't done the double question mark version of it yet. I'm waiting to get my Bran fully juiced. He's at 62 right now. Did I get some experience for Bran when I was leveling him? Leveling? Didn't really say that I got XP for Bran. I wonder if I'm not. I wonder if Bran is just leveled at max level and not here. Doesn't sound right, does it? Okay. You know what I am excited about is getting resonance crystals. I need all the resonance crystals I can get. Any extra couple thousand of them is going to help me when it comes time to start buying Undermine mounts. Yeah, while I'm flying, I'm going to look and see what else delves do. Brand new tab with a list of all delves, bountiful tracking, shortcut navigation, track progress of story and chest achievements. Your Great Vault rewards, gilded stash progress, active bountiful delves, currencies and items in one place, and tier rewards hints. Okay. Yeah, once we're 80, we'll take another look at it and see. Or maybe I'll log on to an 80 character. I am awful at trying to get to the Ringing Deeps from Hallowfall. It's not hard, and they have one of those like slipstream things that you can ride, but like the verticality of the zone just ruins me. I just get very lost. I know it's vaguely in this direction. This one's up to the Ringing Deeps. Although, my horsey's tired. Flight path everywhere still. Yeah, maybe I should have done that. That might have made more sense. Yeah, we can just run on the ground for a minute. It's fine. That's why we have feet. I guess I could do Spiral Weave at some point too. I did it before, but I could do it again because I didn't finish the quest. Man. I want to try it, but not badly enough to do it with. You know what I'll do is I'm going to set... Oh, didn't I keep it? No, I didn't. I did get a two-handed weapon at some point, but I forgot. I didn't keep it. I'm gonna set my loot spec to Ret, and then maybe it'll spit me out a weapon or something. Okay. Yeah, for some reason I couldn't find the slipstream. I could have sworn there used to be one. Maybe I wasn't using the right zone entrance here. Alright, we're going to the Waterworks first. And we're hoping for the Put a Wrench on It story. So Waterworks, I feel like is not far from here. That one. Name of the Delves add-on? It's called Delve Companion. Wolfcloud put me onto it this morning. Yeah, it'll do more things as well at level 80. This is just the leveling Delves version. Oh my goodness, my horse is so tired. Oddly, only just discovered the add-on myself. Yeah, it looks like it's fairly newish. It didn't have like a ton of installs yet. And we're hoping for Put a Wrench on It. I'm happy now that I've found out what it looks like when you like where you can see the name of the Delve story. I didn't see that before. I'm glad that it actually puts it on the screen. Put a wrench on. So this is Captured Engineers. It's not the one I need, but I will do it anyways because I betcha I have the quest for it. Sound true? Yeah, I do. Perfect. 45 minutes before stream. Delve Companion is the name of the add-on. Okay. We'll grab some air totems. Board of the Northern Sea, thank you very much for the 47-month resub. Good day, Hazel. Hope you are having a lovely day. Thank you very, very much. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Oh, I have to open the door. Okay, we're rescuing workers. I'm gonna keep moving here. Just keep swimming. There we go. I really want to get Anthus to 80. I'd love to do it today. I don't know if that's reasonable or realistic. Is that enough workers rescued from here? I wonder how dead I would be. Got the cute blue Tazavesh mount before I even finished getting the mock. Nice! This is an alt Paladin and it is the highest level one that I have. Never expected enjoying the class. I really like the lore within. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to find out how they feel. Prop Paladin feels very comfy. I couldn't really tell you much about what I'm doing, but the muscle memory that I have from playing Prop Pally in past expansions seems pretty intact. It doesn't feel like they've changed anything beyond recognition like they do with some classes sometimes. You know, you lay down Consecrate, you hit things with the shield, you Hammer of the Righteous. You've got your Shield of the Righteous is still there, your Hammer of Wrath is still there, your Judgment. Like, I know those ones. I know you have various cooldowns. When in doubt, press them all. As kind of my policy for how to tank. Panic and press buttons is step number 1. Better than panicking and not pressing buttons. Working from Shadowlands and back, don't have a speed route, also want Mog that I would actually wear more. Nice. I have Tier, fun new edition. Yeah, I think I have it. Still kind of come to grips with what it does. But half the fun is about just like playing around with things and figuring it out on your own. Panic press Alt F4. You just do an impression in Discord of disconnecting and go, oh no, I'm lagging, and then you just like Alt F4 and then charging. It's you know, you're home free. Lay on hands, that's a good one. Word of Glory, that's another good one. doing? We rescued a few people? Oh, we're working on it. 2 of 5. I wonder if I've run past a few of them. Anybody else? Nope, nope. Certainly moved it ahead to the next stream. Here we go. Please don't worry too much about my gameplay unless I ask for help. I appreciate that I'm probably not doing it right, but I don't. I will ask if I'm looking for assistance. Oh, I got some pocket pizza. Yeah. Lay on hands is like, yes, you've burned through my entire health bar, but what about second health bar? Use the mountain one all the time, like going faster. It's a satisfying sprint. I always thought of Paladins as being a very slow class, but it feels faster than Priest, even if the Crusade... 45 seconds is a long recharge, but... I don't know. I feel like Angelic Feather is... Yes, it's useful. I appreciate that it's like kind of a low cooldown so that you can usually have it whenever you need to get out of the way of something. That part's nice, but like... It's... Whenever you're just on a long run back and you're trying to get there and then you use a feather and you're like, oh boy, here I go. A little bit faster. It's just kind of underwhelming. One of the red hero talents makes it even faster. Then I've got the cooldown though. Yeah. We had a pug prop paladin tank in one of the dungeons that we did yesterday. It was just like a 7 or something. And they did fine, but it was definitely a more creative tanking run. And our healer, which wasn't me, I was DPSing at the time, our healer was definitely having a time keeping him up. And I looked at this guy tanking, or this person, and I'm like, you know what? I can do it. You can do it, I can do it. Look at you all brave, just charging into stuff, you know. Mitigation be darned. Maybe it's not so scary after all. We help him? Almost. There we go. Yeah, this one actually wasn't too bad. I normally really dislike the air totem ones, right up there with the water breathing ones. If anything, or the air totem and the candle ones are worse because you have to bring it with you and you can't just use a water breathing potion. But that was not too slow.
Watch your step.
Is that a Hazeladin? Here for imposter syndrome. I don't know. There's imposter syndrome and then there's just being realistic. Got the Algari Healer 2 achieve. I'll need to unlock the Healer 3 achieve. Triggering my FOMO brain. I have this moment in real life all the time. If so-and-so can go to the DMV and get their license, so can I. That is exactly how I feel every time I see somebody driving like a crazy person on the road. Is I, be cautious, give them lots of space, and don't get in their business because they're crazy. But also I go, you know what? They got up in the morning. They got in their car. They're off and away. I hope it works out for them, but like, at least I'm doing better than that. I'm a perfectly fine driver, but I'm definitely anxious about it for sure. I don't think I'm getting any brain experience, so I don't think I'm going to worry about it. I think I'm just going to head on to the end. Get some stuff. I got some gloves, actually. That is very exciting. Those are much better than the gloves I had on before. For a minute, I was thinking it would only give me cloaks and necks. Imagine getting brand XP. Cannot relate. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting any brand XP while leveling, which is good to know. Means that shouldn't be worried about it. We can turn in the Waterworks one. Go do Dread Pit. Check and see if the Dark Fuse Disruption story might be up, maybe. Wouldn't be too bad. Don't drive that much. Anxiety on left turns across two-way roads at an all-time low. I mean, I hate doing that too. I just try not to do it, to be honest with you. Like, if I can arrange my route in a way where I don't have to do that, especially like if it's a busy road, I'll just do that, you know. Or like I'll find a way to do it where there's like a light or a four-way stop or something that's like more controlled so that there's a safer, it's easier to find a safe time to go. Need some stories now for Glory of the Delver? Yep, that's the last thing that I'm gonna need. Also, I'm level 76. Hi, kitty cat. You want up? Hi, sweetie. Up you get, huh? Yeah, I think Blanchy is Anthus's go-to mount. Especially when he has like his red transmog on. That is the easy part, I think. It's just like time consuming. There's just a lot of them and you just have to get lucky to get the right ones up, I think. Oh. Hang on, that's the dungeon. There's a delve around here somewhere. I'm gonna land and think about my life. I'm looking for Dread Pit. I'm terrible at finding them. Isn't it in this general area? Maybe it's not. I don't know. That's excavation site 9. There's the Dread Pit. All right. It's a very general area. Looking into a potential longish trip to the UK, and the idea of driving on the opposite side of the road really makes me nervous. Yeah, that would make me nervous too. People manage. People do manage to adjust to it. Okay. This one we're gonna do same thing, do it on a 3. We're hoping for not lost gems. That is not the one we needed. Oh well. Do it anyway. Get a nice nice quest done here. Oh, we gotta discuss the plan. Pardon me. How do you get your key to go up? You gotta do your key. If you want your key to go up, you need to run it and then do it in the timer. And if you do it really far ahead of the timer, it'll go up even more. Oh yeah, I know this one. Those webs will summon Nerubians. There's treasure. Hi. How you doing? Happy Sunday. I'm really happy to have a cozy alt leveling day. We have seen WoW Grandma. We've even hosted her once or twice. Wonder how long it's going to take to get the flower crown from Mists. The Mists flower crown. Has anyone seen it? Oh, Mists of Tyrna's Scythe. I saw it back when the key was current. It would drop like it dropped a few times in the season. However, I don't know if that's encouraging. It can take a bit, yeah. Yeah, for some reason I was misreading that as Mists of like Pandaria, and I was thinking, was there a flower crown in Remix? I don't think so. But no, I remember the one you mean. Man, it's so weird to think about like soloing and farming Mog from Shadowland stuff. I know that's exactly what you're doing, but it's such a weird thing to think about.
Watch your step.
I do like that button, that Eye of Tyr. Or the one that it turns into after with the hammers. I think it's hammers? I don't know. Seems good. Does a lot of damage. Have I missed any sparklies? There's some very far away. I wonder if I can get away without them. Yeah, probably.
Watch your step.
Doing someone's higher key before time make your key go higher? Only if you don't have a key. If you have a key, then doing someone else's key is not going to touch it. If you don't have any key at all and you do somebody else's key, then you will get one, I think one level below the one that you just did. Assuming you do it in time. But I don't think speed would make a difference in that case. But yeah, you got to run up your own key if you want to push your key. However, if you have like groups of people to run with and you're happy with running other people's keys, there's no reason that you have to do your key. Sometimes I don't, but it is nice to have it up there. And then the other thing is if you're going to get a key at the end of the week based from your vaults. So if you only do other people's keys, you do a bunch of them, or, you know, you do some of them, you're going to get another one from your weekly vault, and that's going to be of a similar level. So if you don't want to run up your key, you're going to get another one next week if you do other people's keys instead. Any ability that goes womp or gong or womp means it's a good ability. Prot Warrior Demolish, huh? Oh. Modify the device. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. And then we're defeating gem hoarders. I'm gonna turn my sound up a little bit. I'm missing out on all the womps and the gongs. Are you guys starting veggies for spring? You got like little seed trays inside with like tomato seedlings or basil seedlings or peppers, or I don't know what other stuff you start inside. Like if people would start cucumbers inside, or if those are like direct sow outside. I know some stuff doesn't transplant very well.
Frontal.
I don't want to hear about it. I'm jealous. I always love when WoW says, you tried your best, and gives you a low key. Wish don't have a garden.
Frontal.
I've been doing balcony garden. It's just because I feel like this is the year I'm gonna move. I'm really not starting any new stuff because I'm gonna be moving some pots anyways. I have like some Japanese maples and some other like shrubby, evergreeny plants that I really like that I'm gonna keep. So I'm gonna have to move those. I don't want to make too much trouble for myself about moving like a, you know, like a whole whack of like tomatoes or anything. Looking for one more gem hoarder. And you know what? You guys just come with me. You just come with me. It'll be all good. Where is the gem hoarder? There it is.
Charging. Move.
Nobody plants around here yet, just in case the sneak attack freezes. Yeah, it's tough.
Move.
I used to just gamble. Because, you know, there's like the last frost date. But then there's like, well, it could be clear for like 2 months before that, you know, if you get lucky. So sometimes I think I used to, when I would start my own seedlings, I would put a few of them out earlier and I would grow a few of them bigger inside later. So I would just, some of them would just be YOLO'd. just gambled, being like, it might, maybe it won't freeze. That would be cool. I miss starting my own seeds. I used to be such a softie that I would start like a whole bag of like tomato or basil seeds or whatever. And then every single one that sprouted, I would get in its own thing. And then, you know, you're supposed to like, maybe you start like a dozen seedlings, and if you're only growing 3 plants, you got to pick your 3 best. I wouldn't be able to cull them down. So for a while, I would just grow all of them, and I had a balcony that was like stuffed with things because I grew way too many and I could barely keep up with watering. Later, I would pot the extras up into solo cups, and then I would give them away to my neighbors. I'm pretty sure I posted them on Craigslist once, a long time ago, because I had extra pepper seedlings because I didn't have the heart to not grow them when they were perfectly good. I just didn't need that many, because when you start stuff from seed, it's pretty easy to start like a lot. I have a garden and truly militant squirrels.
Watch your step.
Decided to grow a crop of squirrels, and we've been very successful. Oh man.
AOE incoming. Watch your step.
Potatoes and peppers behind his townhome. Surprising what you can grow in such a small space.
Watch your step.
Some people are like really good at it too. Like figuring out how to lay things out to kind of use vertical space but still get enough light for everything. There we go. A little trinket. And we're out of here. We can go turn that quest in. Hi, kitty. You see kitty cat? Oh, better weather. Has the pollen come to turn the car yellow? There's definitely been pollen. I don't know if it really happens. I don't know if I've ever seen like just like swathes of yellow pollen though. Here. Maybe. Can't really think of it right now. Okay, so we're out of there. And then I wonder if it'll let me do Excavation Site 9. Does it let you do the late game delves? I guess I don't know. I could try. I know you can't get in to do Side Street Sluice because they don't let you into Undermine yet, but they might let you into Excavation Site. I don't really need it for an achievement though. I'm already level 76 in a bit. We did the up top one, so the only other delves that we would do would probably be some more Ajkahet ones if we were trying to do each quest. Parking spot under a tree. Black becomes a yellow hue. Yeah, that's annoying for sure. Okay. Happy with that. Glad I could help. I wonder if I could get some... I feel like I could get some decent little leveling gear upgrades. Especially this 525 ring would be a pretty big difference for him right now. Morning, gamers. Good morning! I did not go to Undermine and Boppin before 80. I wanted to get pets, but I discovered quite quickly that they wouldn't let you. It was a lesson I had to learn because I wanted to tame the bombshells and everything. I wanted to go get Kablooey. But no, yeah, gotta be 80 to go to Undermine. How you doing this morning? Happy Sunday.
Nicely done. We'll put those minerals to
There
good use.
I feel like I also had a dream about being in math class again and being frustrated because I realized that if I knew the math immediately, I could do it. But as soon as I needed to think about it, I was really frustrated because I didn't have any like procedure or process within which to think about the math. So I was never going to get it. And I got really annoyed. And then I got really worried that I was getting dumber because I used to be able to think about it, but I lost the ability to think through problems because I guess my brain just rotted as I got older. wasn't a real nice one. Well, it looks like they will let me over here. I wonder if there's a quest in the beginning of it. Math is a problem. I wasn't even particularly bad at math as a kid. If anything, I did fairly well for a while, and then once we got into like later high school math, I was just kind of average. I stopped excelling, and I started just surviving. All right, well, you can do this leveling. That's good. Is there a questy thingy? Sometimes there is. Does this one have one, though? It does not look to be the case. Oh, well. It's okay. I said I was going to try Ret, and I haven't done it yet. It's weird having brand DPS. I feel like this has been the version of Delves where I've paid the absolute least attention to Bran. I'm just, for all I know, I'm just doing this on my own. I'm sure he's around, but like, I have no idea what he's doing. How's the Pally doing? Coming along, level 76.5 now. And I haven't even been moving terribly quickly today. I'm pretty pleased with it. It's One of my biggest fears. Memory is my superpower in cybersecurity, but when that fades, just put me down. I think my brain, if it is degrading, is not degrading because of age so much as not using it, which I guess is age, but it's kind of like age combined with not straining myself. You know, it's I'm at like kind of a comfy point of adulthood where I don't really have to try terribly hard with anything anymore. I kind of know how to do the things that I'm gonna do, more or less. Prop Paladin is my favorite tank class when I first started to play him. Yeah, it's fun. It feels good. You got the crates? Yeah, there we go. This is probably the one of the slowest delve stories that they have. Not bad though, just a little slow. Yeah, definitely no experience for a brand when you're leveling. That's okay. We'll get some when we're max level. My brain degrades because technology is taking over so many mental tasks. Yeah. My job's gonna be outsourced to AI in a couple of years. Science shows that daily NYT games like Wordle, Connections, and Spelling Bee makes brain gooder, then we win. As long as it's not the NYT that's giving you that science, being like, look, we did the completely unbiased research. No, I definitely started to struggle with math when it became more conceptual. I had a harder time making that jump. I was ahead of the curve when I was younger, and it was just a lot of memorizing things. I was very committed to any kind of rote memorization that they gave us, but once we kind of got past algebra, I started to be frustrated by not being able to grasp concepts immediately, and I didn't deal with that very well. Could not do pre-calc, it was so hard. But I think by then I kind of already had this false idea that if you were going to be good at some things, you were going to be not very good at other things in school, and I'd already kind of like decided that I was going to be more of the arts, more English and music and that kind of thing, and I was going to be a little away from STEM. I don't know why I decided that, but it kind of felt like an either-or thing to me at the time. Hate those swirls in that delve. Trig seemed more boring, but calculus seemed like a bit of an elegant math. Pally era, can you handle adding the extra couple thousand calories a day to your diet? I don't think I get it. Isn't it mages that are conjuring buns? Pardon me. Does Bran do a lot of damage? I was just believing that I was doing a lot of damage. I was just hoping and believing that it was me. Senior year of high school, I was taking 4 art classes. I have a shocking amount of dreams about going back to school and really struggling to finish my classes and really trying to graduate, but having a really hard time like corralling the focus and the discipline to sit down and do them. And then slowly realizing that I'm 32, I've been in high school for like 20 years. And also I already have a job, so I could probably just not go to school and just do my job and that would be fine. Like the conclusion at the end of almost all of those dreams is like, why don't you just go make YouTube videos because that's what you do for a living. You don't need to finish the math class. It's okay. Not exactly a great life lesson, but... Yeah. Does Bran show up in details? He does. Details toggle. He does if you have your details enabled. I suppose I don't have it turned on in this character. Don't know what's up with that. Yeah, we'll turn it on. Graduated school in 2002, and I still wake up at 40 worried about being late to school. Yeah. I worry. I think in my grade 12 year, had a lot of stress about whether or not I was going to be able to get my classes done to graduate on time because I had missed some school for medical reasons. So I was really trying to play catch up and scramble to get my courses finished so that I could graduate with my friends and not like, you know, have to bum around school for an extra semester. So I was really cramming in my last couple of months of school to like, I did one of my courses that we were supposed to take an entire semester basically like in 3 days, like in a weekend. And and I think some of that anxiety has stuck with me. I'm pretty sure that experience has really burned itself into the retinas of my brain. Pets do you have in your team when catching pets? I like using, I would say Grumpy. What is my pet capture team actually? I can just tell you. Wild pet cat. Yeah, so I have Milo, although Grumpy works just fine. Milo's just cute. Howl and Super Bark is the operative combo there. It'll get basically anything down to 1 health, assuming that it doesn't like evade or dodge or anything like that, or, you know, blow itself up. And then the other 2 pets are completely swappable. I just pick things that can clear pets easily in the zone, so a Nexus Whelpling is always great because you can just kind of clear real easy with the Arcane Storm Mana Winds combo. And then, you know, just something else. Usually you don't end up needing it. Big Fire, thank you very much for the 63-month resub. Having 13 characters to level is a bit hard. Now working on various cartels. You're trucking away at it. Although 13 characters will make the cartels a little easier as long as they keep letting us buy rep with our chat lists. Thought you were joking that Paladin is a gigabrain and you need 5k cals a day like chess players. When you get better gear, you can do 2 drills. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting there here. I could probably do 2 drills now. Well. You think we'll get a new class next X-Pack? I mean, I kind of doubt it, but I feel like it would be easy for them to surprise me. I'm just curious if we're going to get another playable race, because I feel like those are way easier to add than classes. You know, you don't have to, it's much easier to balance. You don't have to assign people to develop the class forevermore. OG Capture Pet was the terrible Turnip because it was one of the first easy to get pets with Weakening Blow. But Super Bark pretty much completely supplanted Weakening Blow for me because it does way more damage while still being unable to reduce mobs below 1. Because otherwise you were just kind of like slapping away at it ineffectively, waiting to get it into capture range with Weakening Blow, and it would take a long time. Whereas Super Bark does it really fast. Always wanted a Necromancer. Yeah, I'm curious if we do get a race, and if so, what it is, and if I want one. Earthen kind of whelmed me. Earthen were fine. Earthen were fine. It didn't really inspire me. I still don't have a leveled one. Harrier? Maybe. Sometimes stuff like that happens, and sometimes it doesn't. Hard to say. Didn't know about the difference, but using Super Bark pets anyway. Yeah. Because what are the other ones? I know there's more. Super Bark. Oh yeah, lots of dog pets. You've got the Bakar Companion, Corgi Pups. I know people use the Molten Corgi for it. They have Super Bark there. Yeah, lots of different dog pets have it. It looks like even the Twitch drop pet that we had most recently will do it too. Talk the Clocker Spaniel. Lord Woofington, always good. But I use Milo just because he's very cute. He's very cute. Nice to get a unique one for Alliance and Horde. I kind of like that they've been available for both. I kind of appreciate that. I feel like the faction boundary is more annoying than anything else to me now. Although doing one for each faction would mean that you get two instead of just one. Use Cornelius, I just love his name. I hope that somewhere in the world there's an IRL corgi named Cornelius. More coal. Tortolans, we can RP Ninja Turtles. Mages can use the Shadowlands cloth set that looks identical to the Shredder. Might just do it one day. One and Corgi. Moose has a few Corgi friends, and they're all so scrappy. They don't have small dog energy. They all like Moose, and they all want to play. Like, big play. They're scrappy little things. What can't you do cross faction? Q for things like time walking and dungeons without a full group is one of them. It's kind of annoying when you want a time walking level with your friends and you realize that you're not the same faction and that you don't have a full group of 5. It's almost like they don't realize their size. Yeah. Okay. We have done that. 5th boss at Heroic for the first time ever. Nice, Hannah.
Hey, how you doing?
Is Moose good at playing with much larger dogs? Yeah, he is. He loves it. He has one friend who's like a black bear-sized Newfie. And he's just so happy. He just kind of like throws his body at them trying to knock them over, and then he bounces off the dog like the dog's made of rubber, and then he just tries again, and the dog's just kind of like, huh? Do I have Mercadin? I feel like I must.
Watch your step.
Merca-lot, Mercablo, Merky. I do have Mercadin. Mercastraza.
Watch your step.
What does this button do? Oh, it's a trinket. It's like, I don't know that one.
Watch your step.
There we go. Decent little chunk of experience. We've definitely done all the Ringing Deeps ones. We'll go to Ashgahet and try and finish up there. Change my server. Pet leveling is like climbing a mountain. There's a lot of them for sure. You leaving, kitty? See you later. It's so strange that the Delve loot has been scaling with me. I'm not mad at it, but it's so weird. Having 13 characters means I already leveled Brain and all the curios. Nice. Yeah, I bet that makes leveling Dallas a bunch easier. I think I'm gonna go up to... Oh man, I need to go up to Dornigal, but I need to change my... I need to change my Hearthstone to Dornigal. I keep sending me back to the Broken Tusk, and I don't like that. Because I want to go to... I suppose we're not that far. I want to go to Ashgahet. And then if there's any like real easy world quests that are on the way, we could do it. I have not done tier 2 Zekvir. No, I didn't do any Zekvir. I have not done tier 2 Underpin. I didn't really delve at all last season. I delved very little. Yeah, I have some warband gear saved up. I'm sure there must be some plate in there that I can use. I don't know if it'll be a full set, but I know I have stuff because it keeps dropping for me in raid and world boss and whatnot, stuff like that. Yeah. I think it should be a little bit more and better gear than I had for my hunter. I thought that Boppin was going to be like insta-geared with all the warband stuff, and then it turned out it was all like leather and plate. Okay, any delves in the bottom zone? I want to do Underkeep. There's 2 Underkeep stories that I need, so that would be a good one. And then I know I have the Spiral Weave quest because I didn't do it last time. So those are both good ones. I'm 76 and a half, and we're only halfway through the stream, so we have time for this for sure. Cheated, moved my prop pally to ret, knocked it out. Other classes weren't getting it done for me. Kind of miffed you can prog delves to be able to buy vet gear with undercoins, non-transferable. The price for that stuff kind of high. It's not warband gear? That's kind of annoying. Here, let's just do Spiral Weave. Are there any? Oh no, there's not going to be any world quests out here because I would need to pick a. I would need to pick a. Whatchamacallem? Faction. They said they would make undercoins warbound again, but not when. Weird. I wonder why it ever changed in the first place. That the I was just thinking to myself, I wonder if there's really any difference in the stat budget between a green and a blue piece of gear at the same item level while leveling. And I was looking at this and I don't think there is. It's like an identical amount of stats just for a different stat. It's a complete wash. There's really no reason to distinguish between blue and green gear here. No. I always check the pools to see if they're blood pools, just in case, you know. If I can fish up 1,000 gold shark, I'm gonna do it. Something about race buying coffer keys. Oh, weird. Denoria, thank you very much for the 26-month resub. Haven't been able to watch as much with an 8-month-old. Hope things are still growing great in your world. Thank you very much. Oh, this is danger. Really appreciate it. Hope you and your baby doing good. Things are good here. I am house hunting. Oh, enjoying streaming. Enjoying the new patch. Getting married. What else? Having fun with the dog. Kitty cat's doing alright too. I have an add-on that is adding a delve tab to the adventure guide. It's called Delve Companion. I just installed it today. That's what's doing that. You all good. If one of these delves gives me a weapon, or if I find one from a world quest, I'll try it ret. But otherwise, I may end up being level 80 before I do it. Oh yeah, I was gonna see how much damage Brand's doing.
Interrupt.
But blue means better, right? You would think. I know that at endgame gear, the blue stuff is just generally a higher item level band, like a higher item level track, but I just kind of assumed it would also have a stronger stat budget. Because I feel like that's how it used to work. Are delves kind of like mop scenarios? Yeah, I would say that they're the most like mop scenarios as any other kind of content. They sort of feel a bit like single target dungeons or single player dungeons, although you can certainly bring more people in if you want to. But, you know, more trash, less bosses, more just kind of like collect 6 things sort of thing, which is very much like a scenario. But you can do them totally on your own, which is nice. Better loot than scenarios too. Yeah, they also will rank up. They've got difficulty levels just like Mythic Plus keys do. And doing higher level delves will get you better stuff. So it's nice. It's something that you can kind of progress at endgame. At the chest at the end with multiple people, everybody gets their own. Everybody can open all of the chests and get their own loot. You'll get the same amount of loot doing it in a group as you would have gotten doing it on your own. There is no difference.
Watch your step.
I don't think I need to kill this thing, but I'm going to.
Interrupt.
Here. Will be good. Nice big pull.
Charging. Move.
What do I never do? Divine Toll. There we go. It's a lovely button. Somehow remember those nests keep spawning little ads. Okay, I gotta rescue people. This is my worst delve. Spiral Weave is my worst delve for like not seeing what I'm doing or forgetting what I'm doing and then having to backtrack a bunch. I feel like I maybe should have rescued more than 7 by now, but we'll see.
Charging. Move.
I'm a tank.
Interrupt.
Are you coming, buddy? You don't look so good. You don't look good one bit. Delve Companion is the add-on that gives you a delve tab in your adventure journal. I'm using it to mainly keep track of my... Right now I'm just using it to keep track of my Glory the Delver achievement. I'm still working on my Delve Lore Master.
Charging. Move. Watch your step.
It is kind of fun pulling like big packs. I never do this because I'm usually just a caster. It's not usually a good idea for me to grab a ton of stuff on my own. That's kind of fun. Plus Paladin has a lot of different ways to manage it. Okay. This one's going pretty fast. Looking at Delve's Helper, says it shows you all the sturdy chest locations. Mm. I had Handy Notes do that for me. That was how I got that achievement done. So if you already have Handy Notes on, then you don't need another add-on for it. Although I have kind of a love-hate relationship with Handy Notes where I use it too much to uninstall it, but I will periodically disable it because I guess I'm too lazy to set up my filters nicely to show me what I do and don't want to see, and then I get overwhelmed by seeing too many things that I don't want to see. There's just too much clutter.
Run.
But it's my own fault for not like managing it. Like they have great filters. You can turn things on and off. I just sometimes it's easier for me to just rage turn off the whole add-on until I need it again for something.
Watch your step. Run. Keep moving.
Only done like 5 delves, but this is my favorite delve boss. He kind of hurts. There we go. Nice. I think this will get me to 77. Usually when I'm leveling, once I've reached about 77-ish, I start to feel like I'm almost done. Maybe 78. I probably should have gone to see that one. After I finish my last, another pair of gloves there. After I finish my last Ajkahet delve, I think I want to go back to Isle of Dorn. Maybe I should do it now, actually. Yeah, let's do it now. I'll change my Hearthstone. Had a bit of a meltdown with that boss the other day. Healer Brand kept dropping pots under the boss where I couldn't see him. I think I've had that happen too. Gear from Saranel for any slots and improvement. Yeah, I probably should actually get the Circe's Circlet on this character this time. I was thinking about... Well, I wasn't really thinking about it. I could get it on my Hunter too. It would still be an upgrade for my Hunter. Okay, let's change our Hearthstone to be... Dornigal, so I'll take the portal. I'm just kind of clearing my bags a little bit. We got a bunch of stuff we don't need here. Get rid of some of these. Don't need it, don't need it, don't need it. I don't use those. Don't use those. That one's decent. Pretty sure I meant to put that on. Can just vendor that one, get it out of here. Yeah, 494 and level 76 right now. Campaign quest, got a one-handed sword and a shield. Yeah, I'm sure I could get some that way. If I get to 80 and I don't have a sword yet, I can also, I don't know, check world quest or check my warbound gear. I might have something in my bank. Let's set our heart to Dornigal. Get set up for this weekly quest, because I think I could be working on that while doing delves, maybe? Loot spec basically just determines weapons and trinkets. It's not going to worry about your secondary stats, because the game doesn't really prescribe you certain secondaries for, like, it's expecting you to pick those out on your own. Wow. Okay, Sean, first step, make my Hearthstone here. Don't forget to do that. Make this my home. Thank you. Second step. Turn this in. Get started with this, because these weekly caches are pretty good. Best ability on Red Paladin's Waking Ashes. I love it. Blanche's such a great map for belts. I just love that she can fly. It's good stuff. 100 fragments, okay. Should have gotten that a long time ago. I've been killing rares and everything. I could have been working on that. And then I think we're gonna flight path herself to where we can turn that in and we do another delve downstairs. I think while I'm on that flight path, I might take a short break. Go check on my puppy. I can't believe he's gonna be turning 2. I think once he's 2, he's like really not a puppy anymore. Like, I know he's not a puppy anymore. I know he's a grown-up dog, but I'm not ready to believe it yet. Little baby. Little baby moosey. Okay, turn this one in. Looks like right there. I will be right back. Okay, we're back. I was starting to fall asleep and I took the chance to brush my teeth real quick and I feel like a million times better. I love doing that. I'm gonna check my mail. Turn this in. I bet you this gets me to 77. I also want to just like... Oh, so close. I want to enable world quests in this zone by going ahead and doing... So we did that one. Going ahead and picking a pact. Spoiled Bat, thank you very much for the 37-month resub. Hi Hazel, hope you're doing well. First time I caught the stream live in a while because I've been super busy with a new job. Congratulations on your new job. That's wonderful. Hope it's working good for you. Let's see. Yeah, I have that same problem with mana oil. It's basically it's expensive no matter which version of it you get, so I just get the best one. There doesn't seem to be any good incentive to get any, like it's just not cheaper to get the worst stuff. Or like not meaningfully cheaper. I do buy silver flasks though for my alts. My hunter alt was using silver quality whatchamacallums, alchemical chaos, because they were like 300 gold and the gold ones were like 1,000 plus. Much more affordable for like alt keys. And better than nothing. Oh yeah, those are a huge upgrade. I had Dragonflight stuff on. Hello, goodbye my set bonuses. I don't know if they were any good, but you gotta leave your Dragonflight 4-piece behind at some point. Okay. Is this where I'm going? Weaver's... No, it's back. The Weaver's Lair confuses me greatly, because I feel like it's here, but it's not here. This is different. It's through this way. Also, I kind of thought that killing that rare was going to give me some Titan Disc fragments, and I'm a little offended that it didn't. How dare you? Can I pick? Just because I want to turn on World Quest, because sometimes they have nice gear upgrades if you've been... We always go Weaver, because we're Mastermind with all of them now. And if I look at my gear options, that's a trinket. These are gold. Oh, there's some boots. Not sure you can get them below level 80? No. You can certainly pick up the quest, but yeah, maybe you just don't get the item in time. Too bad there's no silver augment runes or silver food, right? Food's not so bad. You can get Beldar's bounties for like under 30 gold a pop. I feel like you could even make a hardy one and it wouldn't be ruinous. Okay. Visit a dye bath. This one used to really suck because there weren't enough laborer spawns, but I feel like nowadays you can do much better. I need to start making mana oils. I have put a ton of knowledge points into getting myself set up for them now. They seem like they would be profitable. I just haven't looked. The last time I tried to do an auction house scan to see if it would be any good for me, my auction house scan just like crashed and then was like, well, not meant to be, and I like moved on with my life. I didn't try again. I didn't reload my UI. I didn't restart my game. I just went, never mind, and like logged off. I must not have wanted to have made them very badly. You do not need to go through the campaign to unlock Undermine. Once you have the portal on your main, your alts can just use that portal at level 80. You can bypass the campaign. There's no need to play it again. You can play it again if you want to. Might be some something in it. Oh, this is a bonus objective area too. How many things can I get in trouble with here before it's a problem? Quite a few with cooldowns. Did that with Underpin? Like, nope. I'm probably gonna try Underpin again on Holy Priest. I just don't know how I'm gonna get through the, I've heard that people doing it. I just don't think I do enough damage to break the shield. Okay, so we did the world quest. So we got the boots. We can put those on. Those will make a bit of a difference. This is really only for like 22k XP, but I'm already so far in that I feel like we can do it here. You do pretty good AoE damage with cooldowns up. I think that Divine Toll and then the Eye of Tear and Hammer of Light are like really satisfying. This is a new alt. Yeah, I mean not new. I had him at level 70. I think I'm finally getting over my thing where I have to start any alt from level 1. I think I'm letting myself select from my library of already leveled 70s, which is kind of nice. But yeah, this is Anthus. He's a Blood Elf Paladin. He's a prop Paladin, although I may eventually try a ret if I ever get a thingy. Yo. What's up, Buttercup? They want to do Mythic Plus? Yeah, I'm game. Big keys? Question mark? I've been a brave person and I've started leaving myself online on BNet because, well, because I don't have very many friends anyway. That's not really a big deal. Yeah, that's Flappy. Tens. Sweet. Okay. Let's... Anthus, I think this is your lucky day to get some rested back. Might do some 10 keys on stream here. Hey. I don't know if I need to, but I might like to get into Discord if they wouldn't mind. I'll ask if they're okay with that. So we'll just pop him. He gets rested in here somewhere, right? Here? No. Yes. Okay, he's getting rested. Perfect. I will log over to my priest. Just got the Rust Feather mount. Congratulations, Meathead. That's amazing. Shiny bonk. Hi, Currents. How you doing? Happy Sunday. Yeah, Paladin's one of my least played classes. Had a tune park there for like a year plus. Wow. All the things all the time? Yeah. How about you? A lot of things at once. My life is very much a nothing for ages and then everything all at once. And I'm kind of in the everything all at once phase. It's going good though. I got a great big puppy dog that gives great big puppy dog hugs. And that'll make any day better. Do I want to heal or DPS? For 10s, probably heal. Okay. Let's see. I will give a little disclaimer that if I do get into Discord, I will not guarantee PG-13 language for my friends. They're pretty chill, but they might swear like a little bit. It's normal. But they're we're all chill. Not that they would, but okay.
Nice. So yeah.
Hello.
What's up, Hazel?
Hello.
Here, your mic is like clicking on and off or something.
It's calling for a cat, I think.
Yeah,
Is that yet?
no. I'm
I
going
was
to
gonna
the
say there's
sun.
a snake
Not
near
yet.
it, you know? Flick his tongue out. It's like that sound as well.
Just letting you know, you are on stream. I wouldn't worry about it too much, but just don't like start reciting your address or anything.
This is good to know.
Here's all my credit card information.
There you go.
They have that anyway. It's fine.
Very vaguely related. I use 8675309 for any customer loyalty programs. I just use the
That's
first
great.
3 digits of whatever like area code I'm in, and then 8675309. It works everywhere.
Every company is mad at you. Keeps getting return mail.
Yeah.
And it's Flappy.
Yo.
Let's see. Which 10 would we like to start with?
Motherlode or Dark Flame? My vote's Motherlode.
Yeah, we're really good at Motherload now.
Good.
Okay. You guys want to do the big pull? Like on the left side?
Oh, Flavy's got Floodgate. I don't have Floodgate. Oh, this is the wrong tune anyway. Yeah, let's do Motherlode first, I guess.
Okay.
Little Hamlet, thank you for the 26-month resub. After giving up on BFA, finally got around to getting my Ivory Cloud Serpent. Very nice, congratulations.
How was the race, Alar?
Good. Good. Very tired.
Yeah, I bet.
Slightly
I can't
faster
believe
than
you're-
last year on a longer course, so happy with that.
Nice. I can't believe you're just
Chop
having a
some the whole
normal
way this
day
time.
after that. Like you're
Yeah,
just gonna
same.
casually do some keys in like your regular
Yep.
schedule.
I'm gonna do some keys, then I'm gonna do some work, and then I'm gonna do yoga, and then I'm gonna go to bed.
It's crazy.
You had to swim the whole way this time?
Yeah, they had the actual swim this time. It's crazy. 3 people called for help. Like 3 people didn't make it, unfortunately.
What do you mean didn't make
Was-
it?
Like they panic a little bit, and there's safety boats all around. So they
Okay.
if you yell for help, they'll come over and take you out.
So they made it in like a cosmic sense.
Yeah, they're still alive. They're just
Okay.
disappointed probably.
That's good.
Were there any leeches?
Not that I touched. If you've ever skipped a rock, that's what I look like when I was swimming.
I turn my sound back on.
Everybody in their correct talents?
That's what I was just looking at. I am. Happy day. Who's got the
But I'm
vote
not
up?
Marks.
I have a Motherload 10. That's me.
Whenever Flavy's ready.
Alright guys, so we're doing the secret jump strat, right? We're gonna jump over that thing that we tried yesterday. We practiced it. We're ready.
I think that's very good for people, not for me.
I was impressed, like, everybody made it over the wall, and then all our pets pulled. It was fantastic.
I did not make it over the wall, and I was very relieved that the pets pulled so I could just walk around the darn thing. I was still hopping on the other side of it. Uh-oh.
Oh, I stunned too soon. Rallies up. Any stuns? Yeah, nice. Oh, you're gonna pull.
Elbow bouncing.
Not the uppercut.
Oh no.
I think he's fine.
No more birthdays.
Overcome this trial. Win my favor.
I can do this first one if you want.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Poison cleanse still work for this?
Yeah, it'll get everything eventually.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, that's nice. I thought you just meant yours with Dwarf.
Can we pull this with the pack? I
Ma
would start
no.
with the pack. I'll get him whenever he comes back in.
See what I'm talking about? That 4-piece makes a big difference.
A lot of
Oh,
damage.
you got your 4-piece.
Oh yeah, I was stupid, and I didn't realize I had to open the catalyst thing in my inventory.
Oh.
Oh.
No, that's fair. That's confusing.
I hate when that happens.
It was in the computer.
You're
Uh-oh,
on stream
uh-oh,
one speed.
scared.
Just fair warning.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Twitch stream, not a Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just warning you.
And yet, the void still grows.
Oh, that's right. It's my problem. Oh no.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'll do it next time. I got real lazy about letting Jono do it.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
I can't stun. Nice.
I have nothing to stop.
Nope, I don't need it. Rallied up. Next? Anybody?
That's everything.
Okay.
I guess it was the wrong key.
A little ugly. Yeah, right? Why didn't that... You couldn't activate it, or...?
I'll get this one.
Oh, I'm like completely
You got the
in.
cast off twice. Okay. This does several
Correction.
millions of damage, so this is fine.
It's okay. I'll just drink before the boss.
I missed the cooldown reduction affix.
I want my cooldowns all the time.
Queen Anya, thank you for the raid. I
10.
am planning to play Prot Pal, not Holy. But I switched to my main to do some keys with my group because they were on, so we're doing
If
some
you guys keep
10
the
10s.
coins out of the middle, I will pull the boss there for kicks.
Thanks, man.
He's gonna move a little bit, and he stopped me.
Frontal.
Gonna move him.
Knocking back.
He's moving. And stop.
Resist.
Frontal.
Cleanse this one.
Okay.
Knocking back.
You guys want the safe version of the next hallway, or? Like, do you want to pull back?
I think playing it safe makes a lot of sense, because I don't think we're going to be dying for time.
No, we're gonna need 2 chesting probably. Back up. And interrupt if you can.
I remember when that guy pulled both sides last night.
Of this hallway?
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah.
What a
We're like,
Chad.
is he going to go left, right? Oh.
Holy smokes, he's doing both.
What a monster.
Overcome this trial. Win my favor.
Still haven't fixed that. Still the Mythic 0 version of the bleed.
Don't tell all your secrets.
Tell what secrets? Hey, you heard nothing? I got star.
How often is Poison Cleanse Totem?
I can do it every other one.
Oh, nice. I can empty every other one.
Mm-hmm. Should never deal with an affix. Gonna take him away. Take him down here.
We pulled.
Oh, we pulled.
Oh.
Dropping a stun.
Huge can.
Please.
Kill the
Liz
casters.
is-
I got star next.
Overcome this trial. Win my favor.
Close.
At least it's not very far back.
My detail says Storm Elemental. I think Jan's are under somewhere.
Freaking Jans.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
Got
jeez.
back from
Oh, jeez.
Starbucks just in time.
I changed my name to Storm Elemental in details.
I can't believe we didn't like wipe that though. That's nuts.
Resist.
Rallies up.
Yes. Resist.
Oh, there's nowhere to go.
And yet, the void still grows.
That is true.
Yeah, I really think they could use more area denial this pad.
A little bit. A little bit more would be great.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt.
Just not challenging enough on the hunter with unlimited movement.
Way too many places to stand right now. Go let the dog out. 1 sec. Okay, not bad. What a bad.
Just see 2 angelic bulwarks in unison.
Excellent.
Watch your step.
This one's mine.
Watch your step.
And what are you doing to stay alive here, Corey? We lost like
Watch your
3
step.
tanks to this.
Mm-hmm. It's the bleed.
Maybe they suck.
No, bleed suck, but uh, some tanks can deal with it, and then I have a dwarf racial, basically. I just save it for that all the time. You can also reset it once he dives away if you don't go to him. That looked dangerous, Charlie.
It was very very dangerous. Dude's cheating. He knows I'm not on my mage, so he's like, we're gonna get him this time.
This guy. Definitely not a hunter that can move constantly.
Yeah.
Big ad.
Here you go.
I mean, almost completely unlimited movement is hard.
Right? What option do I take? Do I run left? Do I run right? I don't know.
That's what sucks for melee.
Yeah, it's annoying. Really nice whenever you have DK.
It's like being a melee with a 40-yard range.
Kinda. Almost it.
I'll do this one.
A little below half mana. It might grow back.
We're working. 1.63 mil.
Yeah, that fight is just
No, that's
run away from
tough
the
pull.
Ellies. You just keep kiting
Tough
them.
pull here.
Are we stacking for the tornadoes?
Yeah, stack on me. And we're gonna go down the hallway.
Watch your step.
Go down the hallway. Stack.
This is great.
Watch your step.
Yeah, it's a little better.
We should stack all the
And
time.
Move.
Watch your step.
And move. Don't pull that mastermind.
Yes. Resist. And yet
This is
the
me.
void still grows.
Love that.
Oh, yeah. Might have to get a kick on the way.
Watch your step.
Resist. Yes. Resist. And yet the void still
It's on me.
grows.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
You want mana?
Yeah, just a hair. Give it like 5 seconds. Go ahead.
If you wanna jump the lake, use bigger explosives!
Make sure we place the targeted thing. Good.
Never failed that mechanic, Corey. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't have to remind me.
Target you.
Who says I was talking to you?
Good point.
Flabby. He's black and yellow.
Yeah.
I love the smell of propellants in the morning.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Safety first! I love the smell of propellants in the morning.
Target you.
Love the smell of propellants in the morning. I should have gotten hazard pay.
So we won't have one for next affix, yeah?
No, we should.
Might have MD back up.
Watch your step.
Because I used my MD last one.
Watch
If you're
your
thinking
step.
it was Hazel's.
Oh, yeah, I did.
I think
was
we'll
like,
be going
uh-oh.
with the trash here. This done?
Watch your step. Watch your step.
This whole section terrifies me to the core of my being.
If it should.
It should, yeah.
Watch your step.
I like watching Terry with slappy hands in here.
Watch your step.
Going in those mines.
He just can't help himself.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
It's just a very
I can just
binary.
turtle
Either
that.
everything's fine or
Watch your
everything's
step.
not fine.
Or dead. Yep.
Run.
And yet, the void still grows.
It's close.
Run. Run.
I don't like it.
Overcome this trial. When my
I'll get this one.
Won't realize how much property damage you've done.
Oh no!
I'm fine.
Easy money. Not a pickle to spare.
Right where you belong. Under my feet.
Well, thank you.
Resist.
Behind boss.
Yeah.
Keep moving.
Taste some high caliber target.
Ah, you shouldn't have backpedaled.
That was one thing I didn't buy.
Bike. Jumper cables.
Yeah.
Flavy's got me. I think this is the scariest part of this fight. The
I
intermission.
agree.
Get the low health one down.
Hey.
Overcome.
Good. I'll do this one too.
Behind boss. Keep moving.
Taste some high caliber target.
Behind boss. Keep moving.
Payload at 300 rounds per minute.
You want to move pretty fast after this.
Oh, you won't be so lucky.
We did it.
this time.
Oogly. Dealt with the socket.
Mm.
You did? Actually, I don't trade. I cannot trade. Unfortunate. Okay, I'm gonna jump on my
that's an
page.
upgrade.
Fine.
It's a big chunk of agility.
Yeah. I feel much better about that boss since I found out to look for the helicopters
Nice.
and like what they look like and where they are. I use a
That's
lot
nice.
of my energy following them, but it's easier than trying to fit in between the gaps.
I'm gonna jump
I
on
haven't
my
tried
page.
the corner
I
strat.
still need to figure out shadow DPS. Doing something wrong.
Oh, it's good though.
Worries? All good.
Feels pretty
Cinder
straightforward.
Brew is what we got.
Cinder? Okay.
I'm not sure what my mage has.
Is this a Cinder Brew? Yeah. Should I drop it to a 10?
Up to you.
As well.
Yeah. Because we're not ready to push 12s yet, are we?
I don't think we're gonna squeeze too much power. We'll squeeze a little bit more. But I think we're just farming for the ball slots right now.
Hmm.
Try to get like 4 of them done here, and then go from there. Anybody need a summon?
Where are we off to?
Cinderbird?
Cinderbrew. I do not. And my key is a rookery. Oh, it's only a 9. I forget. Got depleted one.
Sadness.
Great day
Yep.
to visit a dungeon. Try not to slay too many dragons.
Late night weekday keys are
Challenge.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're fun. Sometimes a waste of your time.
All the pain. Yeah.
45 wipes.
Just random flame from the DPS, the warlock that's doing.
Definitely
Looks like
do
my
that.
Shadow Priest.
Also yelling about interrupts, and he was bottom on the interrupts too. Rough. Pretty rough.
Yep.
Thank you. That trinket's pretty good. I was a little worried about it, but it's doing consistently over 100 million every dungeon. That lock and stock, just the damage proc one.
Thank you, Flippy.
Wow, mage food, thanks.
Yeah.
Why can't we be gnome shamans?
Right?
Oh, that might be the day I make a shaman.
Alright, we all good?
I'm good.
I am ready.
Oh, we should probably do that. Alright, everybody
Okay,
ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, it's a 12.
It is not. You shush.
You had to check though.
I definitely checked.
Yep.
AOE incoming. AOE incoming.
I will MD first affix.
Rallies up.
Range 5. AOE incoming. AOE incoming. Range 5. Knocking back. Run out. Watch your step. Knocking back.
Alright, finish Chewy.
Watch your step.
You said this is you first, yeah?
It is. I messed it up, but I can pay for my sins. It's fine.
I used my thing, and then we'll just reset the cooldown so I'll use it again.
You're making up your own rules. You can just do whatever you want, huh?
Get them all. Get them all.
Watch your step.
That's great. How often can you do that?
I think I would only miss one. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shaman strong.
Somewhere out in the world, Jono's just twitching.
Mm-hmm.
Having to do all of them the
Alright.
old-fashioned way all by himself.
AOE incoming.
Right. Complaining about how hard the save fix was. This group doesn't even deal with it. Stunning.
Run out. Range 5. AOE incoming.
That's scary.
Almost. Almost there, almost there. Heals. Okay, ready?
5 seconds. Okie dokie.
You can just heal, I'll get the ones up here.
Yeah, it's good.
Breath incoming.
Holy moly, that hurts.
With a dot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it hit the two clothies and we were just dying.
Yeah, that's intense.
Breath
Clothy's
incoming.
cat.
You ready to go to the table?
Resist. Yes.
I got the back right.
Watch your step.
That's quick.
Remember, we're going to the table pretty soon,
Breath
so
incoming.
don't get too far away. Rallies.
I got the back right again.
Overcome this trial.
This one's flabby.
Watch your step.
Bad placement for these.
Breath incoming.
Sorry about that.
Are you here to help? My zeal to get back in business led to faulty reasoning.
Your pal here signed some papers he didn't read. And now Goldie Barenbottom is CEO of this
Charging.
joint.
Move. Dispel.
Please get my meadery back, Outlander.
Run out.
Overcome this trial. Win my favor.
Charging. Move.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull the end of the hallway here.
Charging. Move. Charging. Move.
Wow. Actually, no health there. Not crazy.
He's fine.
Yeah. Holy.
Charging. Move. Charging. Move.
Oh yeah, you can dodge that, can't you?
Overcome
I
this
forget.
trial.
You'll still take the AoE, but
Win
you don't have to get hit by the actual charge.
Oops.
Gives you something to do.
Yeah.
I think the power moves is just take the like the actual charge.
Get the one at the end of this hallway.
Oh no, my stills! They bypassed the filters! be substandard.
Yeah, and there'll be more of it. More meat, more money.
Charging. Move.
Good business.
Dispel.
Cinderbrew was my personal directive, my passion.
Rallies up.
She's ruining everything.
Charging. Move.
Oh my.
Charging. Move.
Did it too soon?
Good hits.
Up and stun.
Stun. Still 2 of them I don't have.
Resist.
Good.
Yes. Resist.
This one's flooding.
The
Run
void
out.
still grows.
Dispel.
Overcome this trial.
Elemental made of mead? Oh, my Cinderbrew! Microbians are one thing, but I cannot process this.
Watch your step. Killads. AOE incoming. Watch your step. Killads.
The void
Look at this one.
still grows.
Thank
AOE
you.
incoming.
Nice.
Watch your step. Killads.
Nice.
That meat elemental took months of R&D. You goody goodies don't know who you're dealing with. You do any more damage, and I'll cash you out. You hear me?
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Overcome this trial. Win my favor.
Watch your step.
Cool.
What's that?
I got shot by the bee wrangler.
Oh. Final sting. Damn. All three of them at the same time.
They really meant it.
Coming in.
Watch your step.
Won't have aggro. Oh. Okay.
Line on you.
He was.
Yeah, he's not liking you, bud.
17
has-
seconds on invis, and he was like, "Oh, I see it. I see that golden."
He's got bee steel wrath.
Watch your
Okay.
step.
This one's me.
Bit of a cluster. It's alright.
Are you buffing?
Is that your way of telling me to rebuff? Do you have a buff?
How do you know me
Flabby
so
has
well?
Flabby has a buff.
What the heck? Get out of my
You-
head.
You do have a buff, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Mastery buff.
Watch your step.
Interrupt whenever he goes to cast this thing, the far one.
Watch your step.
Oh dear.
I kicked the bestial wrath.
I have perished.
Yeah, if you
Blue. Oh, knock doesn't stop the bestial wrath.
Watch your step.
I got the next chili.
Too much labor.
I'm running.
And the anger and frustration just makes that honey spicier. Right, Frank? Frank!
Watch your step.
Watch your pets.
Oh, you're talking to me, aren't you? Crazy.
Watch your step.
This one's me.
And yet, the void still grows.
Line on you. Watch your step. Pushback incoming.
Can we get them all?
One more. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Pushback incoming. Pushback
Got snacks.
He's so cute.
Love snacks.
Not all
Oh,
three.
nice.
Oh my.
Pushback
The
incoming.
value.
Winner. I think I met you at a carnival one time.
Pushback incoming.
We're over on enemy forces. That's weird.
We had
Bees
the,
knees.
we had an extra pull by you guys.
Blaming
I'm.
us.
No, I
Valid.
just don't have a pull.
It's okay to blame us.
Oh my goodness, I did end up pulling 2 bees. I'm coming.
You can
Okay,
just
hop
come
on a
over
bee,
here and
hop on a
grab the
bee.
bee.
Okay.
Yeah, they de-aggro. Or if they don't, they'll support up here. Be fine.
Yeah, you're right. They went home.
It's a neat trick, right? Kind of the bee's knees. Stop.
Also, I used my poison cleanse totem on the last one. I don't think that was the right order though.
No, we're good.
Maybe
Mine's
I'm-
back up. I got next.
Watch your step.
We are smoking these for time. I do think when we start
Watch your
trying
step.
higher ones, we'll probably be okay.
Watch your step.
Yeah, it'll be about making sure we survive. Probably have to play it a little safer.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Nicely done.
The BEO herself.
Oh, shiz.
Watch out.
I get all the big barrels, Charlie. You don't have to get any of the big ones.
Overcome this trial. Win life.
This is Flabby.
Spicy.
target you.
Overcome this trial.
Special coming.
We did it.
Another 2 chests. Okay.
4 million.
Wow. Getting there.
Wow, your hunter's cranking over just like yesterday.
At the end of the night, I did quite a bit.
Lot
I
of
made
damage.
boots. I gained like, I went from like 647 to like 656. I'm 657 now.
I have hero pants that I can trade if you want them. Or do you already have hero stuff?
Me, I have hero stuff.
Oh, I got a 2-handed mace.
Nice.
And that's the cool Mog.
Gave my last one to Terry. Keeping this one.
Got 12 workshop.
Yeah.
Workshop. Okay.
You want to do that floodgate?
Yeah. Is there a floodgate floating around?
Flyby's got a floodgate.
I don't know.
Mm,
Who's asking?
how much is it worth to you?
How much gold do you have?
Not much.
Not enough. That's the correct answer.
I'm headed to the floodgate.
What is your
Paying for my account using frickin' gold.
I'm gonna take about 5 minutes and pop back in if that's okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I can get it.
Okay. I am going to let's see. Oh, that was good. I like being able to do keys on stream every once in a while. I know it's not very chat interactive friendly, but it's kind of fun to be able to just do the thing. I know I don't do in-game content on stream very often, so it's kind of cool to show it off. I'm probably gonna do this floodgate after I turn off stream because I like really need the score. Good job. Yeah, I was happy with it. My priest is in pretty good shape. She's got a couple more upgrades she can send. And I guess I could craft something if I really wanted to, but her trinkets are pretty decent. I've got sockets in my stuff, or at least sockets in my rings. I'm getting pretty close to being able to replace my Circe circlet if I get like a really good stat ring from Vault. Yeah, she's doing good. She's at that point where I pretty much just need score for the 3K mount, and then we're in Alt City. I crashed my bike. Thanks very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it very, very much. Yeah, no, I know, it's not Paladin. I did get some good Paladin leveling done earlier today, though. Maybe I finish him up next week on stream, because I think next week we're going to have time walking that we can do. Maybe try a little rent, get him a weapon at level 80. I will say, though, I cannot stream Wednesday, so I think I'm going to be gone for 3 days, and then I'll be back on Thursday next week. I know I'm gone a lot. But I figure if there's ever a season to do it, it's probably now. We're like a decent ways into the season, so a little light, but hopefully we have a good day on Wednesday, and maybe we find something. We'll see. I'm going house hunting again. I appreciate the company very, very much. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having the most wonderful of weekends. I'm gonna wrap up right here, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.